remember when Titanic came out? Remember when Titanic came out? I remember I was really young and I was sitting on the sofa and we rented it. We were watching it in my house. And I was crying and my dad was crying, so I was sitting in his lap and my dad's crying and my mom was sitting there not even crying.
Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Backstage Pass. My name is Maureen. We are going to get officially under the way in just a couple of minutes, but I thought I'd come out here a little early since you guys got here early. Does everybody have a drink? Feel free to help yourself to them as often as you like. It's a kind of a warm day, so my house is your house, so be very comfortable. In fact, this is kind of a family environment. We like to think of us as Backstage Pass as one big family, and we're going to kind of incorporate you into that family by introducing you to some of the other family members, which don't happen to walk on 2 legs, but 4 legs. So, and then we have kind of a saying around here, if you're not dirty, you're not having fun. So, if we invite you to pet something or feed something, you know, make the gusto. One of the animals that you're going to get to pet is a little dirty, you're going to come away kind of brown. And then the brother, you're going to feed, you're going to come away a little wet. But we have wash stations for you. Well, this is our first animal guest. This is Sophia Loren. She is retired from the movie business and has decided to retire here at the San Diego Zoo, which now she just does public relation events, right? So it's right up her alley. We call her Sophia Loren because she had the same hairdo when she was a young donkey. She's a Sicilian donkey, miniature actually, coming from the island of Sicily. And they are considered to be very sturdy work animals. These Sicilians would use them in the mountains, and they would train them a route, so they would be working free-handed. You wouldn't be holding a lead. You would just send the donkey on its way with a basket of stuff and follow the trail. When it got to its point of destination, you unloaded the basket, you turned it around, and it walked right back home. Pretty nice. We'd love to do that here at the zoo. We could, because she knows her job. But, you know, there would be a lot of people along the way that would want to pet her, and she might not ever make her destination. Sophia today is going to be your best friend. She's going to pose in a picture with you. She loves the paparazzi, and hopefully you will too. So part of Backstage Pass is you're going to be followed around by the paparazzi, and this is going to be your first photo of many, and this one is actually free of charge to you. So I encourage you guys to come up and give us your best smile. We're going to follow kind of a pattern when we do our photos with the animals. We always come in from the side. I know that sounds crazy because to us, you know, we've been taught look somebody straight in the eye, shake their hand, you know, look up and keep their gaze. But with the animals, they're actually a little more comfortable if you come in from the side. It's less, in their mind, aggressive, so that's what we do, and then they stay relaxed, and you guys pop in from the side and then pop right back out. Does that sound okay? Let's go for a practice today. How's it sound? We're going to stand up, walk down the middle, and then hug that back row there. They're going to take a picture of this little card that's got a number on it, so don't lose that. I mean, they'll probably be able to find it if you do, but it's easier for them to get all your pictures for today's events at one time at the end of the day. So if you guys don't mind, right now would be great if you want to stand up and walk down this middle aisle so we can...
We work with her. She can be difficult. You know that saying, stubborn as a donkey or stubborn as a mule? Take it and times that by 10, and then you've got a zebra. Yeah. Oh no, that's new. The black one? Yeah. Yeah, anything new in her environment. She doesn't like change.
Okay.
Alright, so what we're going to do, we got to do this in a timely fashion, but make sure you walk in and out slowly. You're going to come in, whoever's the first person is going to come right behind Kelly, nice and close. Place your hand at the base of her mane. Look cute. And then everybody else will file in next to her. Once Kelly's back in, then you guys can step out. But wait till Kelly gets back in. Another thing is, this is her box. That's her space. So please don't step on it or bump into it. We want her to have her own space, and I'll tell you why we mark her up. It's called marking up. Why we do that, why we have you guys set on it. Kelly, we'll get you set up for your photo.
That's what he's doing. It's kind of like a really large dog. Saman weighs about 4,000 pounds. He is still growing. He will be probably about 5,000 to 6,000 when he's full grown, so he has a couple years before he gets there. But he's right, kind of enormous enough right now as it is. His younger brother, when he comes over here, is 4, and you'll see he's about 500 pounds smaller than Saman. So a lot of times people say like, wow, that's like, you can't even tell the difference, you know. So 500 pounds never looks so similar. I think is he eating hay? Is that what he's doing?
No, I don't see him.
He's on the other side of one of those. He'll be over here at some point. So Saman is, as I said, a greater one-horned rhino. There are 5 different species of rhino in the world. All 5 of them are endangered. So they are all endangered because of their horn. So rhino horn is made up of keratin. It is a protein, and it is the same thing that makes up your hair and your fingernails. So there's nothing really special about it. It's, you know, a really pretty common protein found in a lot of animals, but for whatever reason there are certain cultures that believe it has medicinal value. So people do, oh no you don't, Target. People do kind of prescribe it or use it for, you know, fever and cancer, and they kind of use it for everything. That's all kind of a myth. There is no medicinal value at all in this, just like there's no medicinal value in your fingernails. But, you know, it's something that's really hard to change people's minds, because what happens is, you know, someone from the government will say, oh, well, my cancer was cured, and then everybody in the rest of the country says, oh, well, I want to try some of that. So, unfortunately, it's kind of a word of mouth thing, and it's very difficult for the rhinos actually, because they only have one baby every couple years, and it takes a while to get that population back. So we are working on that all the time with these guys. So, and part of that is done up at our safari park. That's where we have a really great breeding program for these guys. He is one of them that was born up there along with his brother whenever he decides to come visit us. They're 2 of our fabulous examples of our breeding success up there. So what we're going to do today, we will be feeding and petting. Surat will come over. He's just taking his time. You know, there's nothing you can make a rhino do that they don't want to do. So he'll come over when he wants to. But we do all of it with positive reinforcement. So, you know, at some point he'll decide he wants to come over. Saman is obviously positive reinforced right now, so he's happy to be here. So what we'll do is we're going to be petting and feeding them. They have a prehensile lip, like Saman was begging with before. That's what you guys are going to use to feed them with. You're going to put the food flat on your hand, under that lip, pardon me, and you're just going to take it right off your hand. So the only thing you really have to worry about in there is slime. They have 2 lower canines, which on the one you're going to be feeding are very small. The rest of their molars are back here, and then they just have no teeth at all on the top here. It's just kind of a soft palate. So it's only a little slimy that's in there that you're worried about, and you have hand washing stations over there to take care of that. And then with Saman, I'm going to line him up parallel to this bar, and you're going to be petting him from his neck folds on back, so anywhere on the rest of his body. You feel inside the folds, it's kind of different in there. And yeah, he doesn't really like having his head or his ears touched, so we'll stay away from that. What's going on over there?
I don't see him still.
Surat! Okay, listen,
Sometimes it just takes a good firm mom voice to get him over.
That's right! I know I'm calling him brothers. Rhinos have really good hearing and really poor eyesight. So you watch them, they're constantly going like this. They're little satellites. Is he coming?
No, he's eating.
He's eating? Alright. Well, we'll start with petting with this.
mouth full of hay. Good boy.
Everyone thinks rhinos are like, you know, really running and aggressive now. Yeah, they think that. All the way over here, buddy. Here. So you guys are going to go down there.
Oh my goodness. Good boy. There we go. All right. Ta-da! Here he is, the handsome boy. All right, so you guys ready to feed? So come on up here. You're just gonna put it on your hand and then touch it just right here and he'll take it right off, okay? Pretty simple. Right under his top lip. Perfect. You want to do another one? Might as well do two. Excellent. There you go. Nice. I'm going to give you a handful of those.